You have already come such a long way, so pat yourself on the back because before we learn how to add participants, just remember you have already logged in, created user roles and permissions and added staff, and you've set up your site details and your general settings, and that's no small task. So now we're ready to enroll our participants because you can't mark them in attendance or mark them as fed unless they exist. So we're going to go ahead and click Add Manually or Add Child. If that's not what shows up here, you can click this drop down, find Add Manually, and then select it. And I'm going to keep with my cartoon theme, and I'm going to do Bob the Minion. So I want you guys to first notice up here, we're on page 1 of 4, which is great. There's only 4 pages. That's not too much, right? So I'm going to type in Bob's name, Bob, last name, Minion. I'm going to give him the birthday of 1/1, let's do 2015. So that's going to make him 7. And then I want you to pay attention to these bubbles up top. We have 1, 2, 3. I went from 4 to 3. Now let's change it to 2022. So maybe Bob is actually just 9 months old. Oh, now we're back to 1, 2, 3, 4 dots up top. This is the infant form. So if you have a participant you are enrolling that is 11 months or younger, you will have an extra bubble. So I'm going to leave him at 9 months so we can see what that bubble says. Down here under enrollment details, it's going to ask you for the classroom. So I'm going to put him in the classroom that he belongs in based on his age. Enrollment date, right here, it's going to automatically populate the current day's date. If this form was filled out a week ago, you can change it, and then the expiration date will automatically be a year later. If you need to change that as well, maybe you want it to go ahead and expire September 30th to stay with the annual enrollment dates, you can do that. And you're going to enter race, ethnicity, and gender. So it's going to be Hawaiian, and he's a male because his name is Bob. And then the second page is going to be the infant details page. So formula offered. I do Similac. Will the parent provide breast milk, yes or no? Will the parent provide formula, yes or no? Will the parent provide food, yes or no? Infant form on file, you can disregard that because your state does not require this. So you can leave that as set to no. The third bubble is going to be your guardian information. So if Bob has a sibling that is, or same household that is already enrolled into your site, you can choose existing and pull that parent's information. So maybe Miss King has a daughter and now Bob is her son. It'll pull that information in. If Bob does not have anybody else in the same household that is currently enrolled in your site, and this is a new parent that you do not have in your system already, you would click New, select is this mother, father, alternate. I'm going to do alternate, and I'm going to put Gru, and I don't know Gru's last name. It's going to be Bad Guy. Gru Bad Guy. His phone number, 123-456-7890. His address is 456 Eagle Street. City, let's do New Orleans, and then Louisiana, zip code 98765. And then you're going to hit next. And then the last page is going to be the information on the enrollment form about days in care, participating meals, and then your eligibility. So I'm going to select Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then Bob will participate in breakfast, lunch, and PM snack. And reimbursement level, you can say he's free based on SNAP and enter the SNAP program number. You can say he's free based on income, depending on what their income eligibility form says. You can do reduced based on income, Let's do free, and let's do it based on, we'll do food stamps. We'll put the food stamps program number in there. And then, is this child the dependent migrant worker, yes or no? Once all this is filled out completely, you're going to hit Enroll Child. Once this loads, it's going to take you to the View Child screen, which you will learn how to edit in your next task. You can, from this screen, click on this little camera, and we're going to choose a photo for Bob. Now you can log into KidKare on your phone, on a tablet. You can take pictures on your phone and tablet. It's actually easier than loading them to the computer. So you can upload pictures of your participants, and that way Bob looks super cute and not a blue box that says BM for Bob Minion. And that is how you enroll a participant into KidKare.